Just starting the live stream. Right, I think we're live. This is hey guys, Nev Lapwood here from Snowboard Addiction. This is our Tuesday live streams. We are starting off 5 o'clock on the West Coast, 5 o'clock Pacific time, 8 o'clock on the East Coast time. And this is your opportunity to be able to train with me, learn snowboard tricks, get some video analysis, get some feedback, bring anything you want. Now, the purpose of today's session is a jam session. What that basically means is we're going to be jamming on all the tricks that we've been doing over the last 6 live sessions, over the last 6 weeks. And that includes 50-50s, board slides, sliding on different parts of the boards, doing various 180s, doing grabs, doing basic nose and tail presses. So it's going to be intense. Get ready to get sweaty. Make sure you got a little drink of water with you. And if you have any comments, feel free to open up your microphone. Also, if you're watching on YouTube, feel free to put a comment. If I see it there, I'll try to respond. And one thing just to be aware of is that we have 2 more sessions after today at the Tuesday slot, and then we're moving to Thursdays at 5 p.m. starting 2026. All right, on that note, let's get into it. I will start by getting strapped into my snowboard gear. I'm just going to make it so I can see you guys. There we go. If you don't have our training gear, you can do these jam sessions on a full-size snowboard. No problem at all. So you can literally be in your living room on your own board. Having our gear does make it a little bit easier, but not essential. Okay, we got Dean and Julian in the house. I know, Dean, you've been at all our live sessions, so you'll be following along with us. Julian, you've been the last couple for sure. First thing we're going to start with is we're going to make it easy and we're going to build it up. We're going to start easy. We're going to get harder and harder. So I'm going to start with frontside 50-50, frontside 50-50, and getting off. Now straight away, Julian, when I saw that first 50-50, it looked a little bit stiff with your legs. It looked a little bit stiff and tall. And what you want to make sure you're doing is absorbing that, make it landing smooth, absorbing as much as you can. So you'll see every time that's much better. Every time I get on, my knees are absorbing, making that impact. You can also do it by hearing. So if it sounds too loud or abrupt, then it will be more difficult on a snowboard. On a snowboard, you want to make it soft. Okay, I want you guys to come off with the rail behind you. We're going to do what's called a backside 50-50. So backside 50-50 means you're approaching with the rail behind you. Backside 50-50. Okay? Again, backside 50-50, getting the weight up on top and coming back off. Okay? And I'm going to go straight into some harder stuff. I'm going to do a double jump. Up, double jump, off. Up, double jump, off. Up, double jump. Now it's right back in front of me. Okay? It's right in front of me. Let's go up front side, double jump, back off. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is, even without the bar, I want you to put your hands in front of you, jump frontside 180 with counter rotation. Okay, and then jump another frontside 180 with, switch frontside 180 with counter rotation. Okay, we're going to do a lot of counter rotating coming up. Okay, so when I say counter rotating, I want you to have your hands in front of you. It's almost like you're holding on to something, and pull that 180, pull it through your core muscles. Pull it through your core muscles. Jump and pull it through. Okay, now as you get good at that, you can relax the look. So I can do a counter rotated 180. I don't have to be holding on. So if I'm going to do it real snowboarding, it's going to look more like this. Now I still counter rotated. I just didn't make it so obvious looking. So I just relaxed into it. But all that, the key thing is that I'm not creating any momentum. I'm doing it all in the jump. Now to make so you can feel the difference, I want you now to create momentum. Now we're going to do a frontside 180, but we're going to do it by winding up and releasing. So this 180 is done completely by the amount of energy you use initially with your upper body. So you wind up and you 180. So that's what's making you do the 180 now, is it's the momentum of your wind up and release. And the important thing is the timing. The timing is that as you jump, as you pop into the air, that's when you have to release the momentum. So you wind up as you're getting ready, and then you jump and release. Okay? Here we go. Front side 180. Switch front side 180. Okay. Now I'm going to make it harder for you guys. I want you to jump up on the bar. And I want you to, while we're balanced up here, I want you to actually use momentum and do a 180. So I'm actually winding up and rotating a 180. I'm winding up. Yep. So, and then I'm going to do a switch. Here we go. So how you know you're using rotational momentum is that your upper and lower body are both moving in the same direction. So when I wind up and then I do the 180, both my upper body and lower body twisted around together. Okay. Let's do it again. Wind up, 180. If you fall off, just get right back up. Switch, wind up, 180. Now we're going to start using some counter rotation. So you're up on the bar, you're balanced. I now want you to take your body forward on purpose. So body's facing forward, chest is forward, abdomen starts to be forward. And we're going to do this, 2 movements. 1, 2. So we're going 90 degrees and back. So you're up on the bar. So do it from a bar position. That's it. And back. And so this is the first time that you've started using a bit of counter rotation. So I want you, Julian, to watch your upper body. Right now, my hands are towards the nose of my board. And when I do the 90-degree jump, my hands are towards the tail. And then when I jump back, my hands are back to the nose. That, you can go a little bit more to the tail. You can take those hands to the tail of your board. That's it. And back. Now what's happening here is your upper and lower body are twisting against each other. We're no longer using momentum. We're using twisting in, twisting out. Twisting in, twisting out. Okay? Oh, so what happened just then, Julian, is you used momentum without realizing. And why the boards kept spinning is because the upper and lower body were moving in the same direction. So that was momentum. But this is, start with your body forward. Start with your body forward. Jump. That's it. It stops you. It brings you back. It stops you. It brings you back. Okay? Okay. Now, I'm going to make that a little bit trickier. What I'm going to do now, same movement, but I want you to move your body towards the nose of your board so that you can rotate around that front foot. See that? I'm doing the same thing, but now I'm over the front foot. Okay, we have a whole session on this as well. So I'm going through a lot of tricks rapidly today, but we have a whole session about this sliding in different parts of the board. Remember to get down a little bit, Julian. Get down, bend those knees. There we go, bend those knees, that's it. Okay, one thing that I see that you're doing, Julian, and just pointing it out, is you're sliding in and sliding back, which is actually good, but it's harder. It's a little bit easier if you jump in, jump back. Just makes it a little bit easier. That's it. Nice. Now, I like what you were doing. You were sliding in, sliding back, but it's just a bit more grippy. It's a bit more friction to slide in. If you want to challenge Dean, see if you can slide it. I'm on my nose, sliding, sliding back. Good. Again, Dean, there we go. Remember, Dean, when you get to that 90-degree mark, your hands should be towards your tail of your board, that direction, which makes it easier to bring back. Correct. That's it. Correct. Okay, I'm going to step it up. I'm going to go to tail. So I'm doing the exact same thing, but I'm now positioning a bit of weight over my tail on purpose so that I can slide on my back foot. So I'm still having body forward, counter rotating, but I'm rotating around the back foot, counter rotating back to forwards. Okay? So the counter rotation allows you to be able to go in 90 degrees and then pull it back 90 degrees. That's why counter rotation is used. Do you need counter rotation? No, you don't. But you're going to end up a lot of tricks out to switch if you don't use it. To give you an example, if I go to my tail and use rotation, it's quite common you're going to come out switch. Okay. So rotation, here we go on my tail, rotation. Much easier to come out switch in that case. Okay. Now what's more common? Counter rotation is more common. When it comes to board sides, it's much more common to counter rotate. Come in one way, go back out forwards. 90 degrees in, change direction, 90 degrees back out forwards is the common way. Okay. Welcome. Looks like Elijah's joined us. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take the foot bar off again. And we're going to jump some backside 180s because we're going to do some backside counter rotation. So I'm going to start out, let's start out with the easy way, which is using rotation, using upper and lower body moving in the same direction. I'm traveling towards you guys, but I'm doing a backside 180. And I'm going to follow that up with a switch backside 180. So how I know it's backside is if I see the back of your body, then I'll know you're doing backside. So I should be able to see your bum and your back as you do this because you're all riding towards me. Okay, that's why. So that's correct, Julian. That's backside 180. Same thing with me. When you watch me right now, you're going to see my back and my bum backside 180 because your landing goes out of view on that backside 180. Switch, switch, wind up, switch backside 180. Okay. Now, the most important thing with a backside 180 is that blind landing. And I can see that Julian's already doing it. Dean, I'm watching you. Back one, yep. Blind landing. Switch back one, blind landing. The blind landing allows you to be able to right away switch. It allows you to be able to stop your rotation. It allows you to right away without spinning out or sliding out or reverting. Okay. So if you watch me, this is what it kind of looks like. Back one, looking for my landing, and then riding away. After I've landed, I'm back on the ground. That's when I look into my new direction. Switch, backside, blind landing, and riding away. Okay, that's rotation. We just did a whole bunch of rotation. Upper and lower body moving in the same direction. Counter rotation is a bit more awkward with the backside 180. Instead of opening up our body, we start by closing up our body. Now you'll see my head still looking forward. So Julian, you can still see my eyes a little bit. That's it, correct. And from here, bam, backside 180. Backside 180. You jump and you hold onto a bar. That's it. That's a backside 180 with counter rotation. Here I am, switch, switch, looking downhill at the corner of my eye, putting my hands towards the tail of my board, jumping, counter rotation, counter rotation. Correct. Now, counter rotation, you can do that whole 180 just with your muscles because you don't need to create any momentum. You don't need any wind up. That's why, watch this. You can see me, I can jump and I can do a 180 at the last minute. Watch this. Jump, 180. See that? Here I am. Jump, 180. I'm doing it all in the air. Try that out. Try that out. See if you guys can do that. Correct. That's it, Dean. That's it. That is a 180 using your core muscles. Super good skill for snowboarding. Really good skill. It's used in shifties. It's used in board sides. It's used in spinning, jumping. It's used in slashing. It's used in buttering, using a lot of stuff. If we just take that trick right now to a balance bar, that's exactly how you do a 50-50 180 out. Is you go 50-50 180 out with counter rotation. Counter rotation, because you want to hit that base flat. 50-50, counter rotation. Same thing, I'm going switch now. Switch 50-50, getting ready, counter rotation to get out. That's it. Okay, here I go. 50-50, getting ready. I can still see where I'm going. Bam, backside 180 out. That's it. Nicely done, Julian. Okay. Switch, switch, 50-50, counter rotation. That counter rotation, you can make it really snappy because it's all about how quickly you use those core muscles. Just for a bit of a mix-up, let's do that right now, but with the frontside 180 out, 50-50 frontside one. So it's different, 50-50, open up, counter rotation out. Switch 50-50, open up, counter rotation out. So this is frontside. So this time I can see the front of your body, yeah? So you get up in 50-50 and you open up towards me. You get up in 50-50, that's it. That's it. I'm up in 50-50. You're up in 50-50, you're looking downhill, you open up your body, and you counter rotate out while you still look at the landing the whole time. Front 780 out. It's the easy way. It's the easy way. Okay? I want you guys to try out this. Here's a challenge trick. It's 50-50, slide, stay on the bar. Switch 50-50, slide, stay on the bar. It's going to be hard if you're on a tramp board. It's only really easy if you're on a jib board because you have to slide that board. So I'm not sure what your surface you're on there is, Julian. It might be trickier on that surface.
I didn't get it.
Yeah. Okay. Now the other thing you can do is you can also do this. 50-50, jump, 180. So what I'm trying to do is I'm seeing how well you can counter rotate while remaining in balance. And back. 50-50, 180 and staying on the bar. 50-50, 180 and staying on the bar. Okay. There we go. Good. Okay. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go into some backside counter rotation, into some backside board slides. We can even do it first pop just without the bar. It's very much like a backside shifty. It's going to look like this. Backside shifty, back to normal. So it's like counter rotation. I can still see where I'm going. Counter rotate back. That's how a shifty works. And I'm going to make it up on the bar now. I'm jumping up, 50-50. I'm going to do the exact same thing. Counter rotation, back out forwards, ideally staying on the bar. At this point, I want to see how well you balance while staying on the feature. Even if you don't see where I'm looking, I'm always kind of looking where I'm going. A little bit down, a little bit forward, but I'm kind of like I've got that corner of my eye looking forwards as I ride that way, sliding backwards on a rail. Correct. Now, for Dean and Julian, even if you're not ready to do this on a rail, this is the same technique required for a backside slash. What I mean by that is if you're riding really fast and you want to cut your speed really quick, it's the same technique. It's like this. Ride, 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 slash, and back. Ride, 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 slash, and back. Same technique, counter rotation. Counter rotation. Okay? The only difference is on a rail, you have to keep your base flat. Whereas when you're snowboarding, you can use a bit of toe edge. So you'd use that same thing, but you'd use a bit of toe edge at the same time. Slow yourself down, back to forwards. Slash, slow yourself down, toe edge a little bit. On the snow, you use toe edge. On a rail, you never use any edge. On a rail, it's all about being flat. But by doing it here, you're building your ability to be able to slash better. Just being able to like go down the mountain and be like, bam, pressure into that edge, counter rotate into that edge, spray some snow, and ride away and look good. Okay. I want you to get back up on the bar. I want you to jump 90 degrees. I'm going to give you a tactic. From this 90-degree mark, we're going to move around a little bit. We're going to go front foot, back foot. Front foot, we're going to see if we can go back to center, move it to back foot, back to center, move to front foot. And if you're feeling good, you go all the way from back foot to front foot. If you get off like I just did, just get back up. There I am, front foot, moving it to back foot, moving it to front foot. Can still kind of see out the corner of my eye because I'm sliding towards you guys. So I'm coming in to watch you guys. That's it, Dean. is that twist in that body, the counter rotation twist. You could, Julian, you could use a little bit more twist. Yeah, that's better. Yep. So almost like your shoulders need to line up with the bar. So what I mean by that is when I'm on the bar, look at how my front and back shoulder are actually in line. My front and arm and back arm are in line with the bar. That helps to twist that body. If you start doing this, if you start bringing the arms around, your upper body is no longer in line with it. So you'll see if my front hand's over the bar, my back hand's over the bar, that helps to twist my shoulders. If I do it like this, that's a little bit incorrect for what we're doing right now. That's how you want to be, twisted. Twisted. Twist, that's it. That's it. Okay, and I'm moving from back foot to front foot while staying twisted, moving to back foot while staying twisted, moving to front foot, and taking a break. I'm getting a drink. I'm just taking a quick break. Feel free to get a drink, guys. All right. I'm just going to quickly check in case we have any people commenting on YouTube. No, nobody commenting on YouTube. That's okay. It's just us on Zoom. Yeah. There's probably some people watching us. That's okay. Okay. The next thing that I'm going to start doing is we're going to start doing some board slides and lip slides from the side. So what I mean by that is that right now when I do a 50-50, I have to move my board that amount. So it's like, 20 centimeters where I'm moving the board up, but I'm going to do this movement and this movement at the same time. So let's actually do it. Do it as a 2, as a 1-2. So 1 is the 50-50, 2 is the twist, back and off. So we did a 1-2. 1, twist, back and off. Julian went all the way for the actual trick, so that's the same thing. Now I'm going to go for the actual trick. Jumping in, jumping off. So I'm incorporating both movements, both the lateral movement and the twist at the same time. And back. That's correct. Looking good, Julian. Looking good. Now you'll probably notice if you watch closely that as I start, my hands are a little bit back. That's on purpose. My hands are a little bit back because it allows me to twist in, twist back out. It's an assistive move. It assists me to get into the correct position by doing that. If you start with your hands forward, it's going to make it really difficult. In fact, what really happens is if you start with your hands forward and you try to go into this, you're probably going to carry on rotation, which will come out switch, which is fine as long as you're aware of what you're doing. Okay, here I am, I'm switch. I'm going to go up, I'm going to go switch, board side, back to normal on purpose. Okay, we're now going to go, the rails in front of us, we're going to go lip slide. So lip slide, it's going to look like this. I'll show you what it looks like. Lip slide, back out. So it's like board sliding facing downhill, but you've got to get your back foot up over the rail. So here we are, rails in front of us, body's facing forward a little bit, and here I go, jump, lip slide, back out forwards. Okay, watching you, Dean. Lip slide, back out forwards, correct. Okay. Looks like Julian did a back lip there. That's it, that's it. Lip slide, back out forwards. Lip slide, back out forwards. Now I'm going to give you a little trick on what is a really common way of doing a lip slide. When you do a lip slide, it's really common to go all the way to your front foot. So if you watch me now, I went on purpose all the way over to my front foot. That's how you make a lip slide look stylish, is you go quite a lot of movement all the way over front foot, pop back out. That's it. Good. That's it. Elijah, let's see your lip slide. Oh, looks like a delay on the camera there. There we go. I'm getting a little delay on your camera, Elijah, but I can see you doing it. Front side, lip slide. Cool. So front side because the rail's in front of you. Lip slide because your back foot's coming all the way over. Here I go. Front side, lip slide. Coming back out. Coming back out. Okay. That's it. Now, if we move all the way over the rail, here, rail is now behind us. We're now going to do what's called a backside board slide. So backside, board slide, coming out forwards. Backside, board slide, coming out forwards. Correct. Rails behind us, backside movement, twisting into the board slide motion, coming out forwards. And I'm now going to challenge you to do it on 3 different parts of your board. I'm going to start with the center of your board, then we're going to go to the nose of your board, then I'm going to go tail of the board. So here I go, backside, board slide on the center of my board. Center of my board, back out forwards. Now on purpose, I'm going to do it on my front foot. Front foot of my board, back out forwards. Balancing over that front foot. So backside on the front foot, coming back out forwards. And the last one is back foot. This one requires the most movement. They actually call this a back blunt. Backside blunt slide all the way to the back foot. There we go, back foot, back out forwards. Requires the most movement. So Dean, you actually even want more movement than that. That's better. You got to really move it. Cross and back. It's harder. It's harder because the amount of movement you have to do is more. Backside, blunt slide. Even more movement, Dean. You got to use that body. You got to use that body. You got to use those muscles. There you go. That's it. That's it. Okay. And the last one of this variety would be called a back lip. Break it into 2 movements. Go up into 50-50. Twist into the back lip. Back and off. So do it in 2 movements like I just did, and then we'll try and get it all in one. So what we're going to be doing now, Julian, is sliding backwards. So if you watch me, I'm going to go up, and I'm going to slide backwards. So it's like the hard way twist, correct? Yep. Now this trick here would be called a back lip, backside lip slide. So you're going on from the backside approach, but your back foot is to go up and over the rail, and it looks like this. Back lip, coming out forwards. Here we go, back lip, coming out forwards. That's it. Backside, lip slide, coming out forwards. Okay, I'm taking a break for 1 tick. Just pulling my feet out. Grabbing a quick drink before we move on. Good stuff. That's it. That's a back lip, Julian. I can see you there, Elijah, doing your back lips. You can try to get a little bit more over to a little bit more on your front foot, Elijah. So you got to get all the way over to your left foot. That's it. That's it. It looks really good on a snowboard when you get it all the way over and catch it on that front foot, which, because you're a regular rider, your left foot. Okay. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start challenging you guys on some grabs. Just to get everybody down, bending low, bending into their knees, getting into those compact positions that you do need to be able to maintain, to be able to get grabs. This is not so much a jibbing trick. This is more of just me focusing on getting you guys compact in quick motions. And we're using the balance bar to assist with that idea of getting low and compact. Okay, so if you jump up into 50-50, we'll start it really easy. Let's try and get our 4 basic grabs. Indie grab, backhand toe edge, whittle grab, front hand toe edge. That's it. Get nice and low, nice and compact. Indie grab, whittle grab. Indie and whittle together. You could call it a gorilla if you want. I don't know what it's really called. Grabbing both edges, okay? Getting you guys dynamically moving. Melon grab, front hand, heel edge. Melon grab, front hand, heel edge. Okay? As you get older, getting low and compact gets difficult. That's why you have to practice these motions so much. Okay? Stale fish, backhand, heel edge. Melon grab, front hand, heel edge. Stale fish, backhand, heel edge. Okay? Now we're going to do this. We're going to jump off. We're going to jump up, grab, jump off. Jump up, indie grab, jump off. That's it. Jump up, whittle grab, jump off. Jump up, melon grab, jump off. Jump up, stale fish grab. Oh, I missed mine. I'm going again. Jump up, stale fish, jump off. Now I'm going to make it harder on you. We're now going to be doing them all with a lip slide. So we're going to jump up, lip slide, grab. Here we go. Lip slide, indie, jump off. So I'm doing this twisting motion, indie, jump off. It makes it harder, makes it harder. Now, if you go a little bit more to your front foot, it makes it slightly easier to get the grab. Front foot, you got way more room to be able to grab. Gives you a lot more room. That's it. That's it. It's tricky. Okay, I'm going to mix it up. We're going to go to whittle grab. Same trick, different grab. So we're now doing front hand. Same thing. So I'm doing the, what do you call it? Front side lip slide. Front side lip slide. So I'm facing you guys. Grabbing with my front hand. And popping out. Just be aware, Julian, you're showing us your back and bum, but right now everyone else is showing you the front. So lip slide would be show the front of your body, show the front of your body. That's it. Correct. That's it. Okay, I'm going to try and get into the stale fish and the melon. These ones are especially tricky when you start moving that. So here I go. I'm going to go stale fish. Oh, that was melon. Sorry, melon. So I did a little lip slide, melon grab. Gets tricky getting that low. I'm sweating. There we go. Oh, nice one. Nice one, Dean. And I'm going to go stale fish. Really getting low. Twisting into a bit of a lip slide, getting into the stale fish, even if you just touch that edge. Nice one, Elijah. Looking good on the style of those grabs. Okay, next step, take your balance bar, if you can, sit on it sideways. I'm sitting on it sideways with my board in front of you on purpose. You can just sit on the end of yours, Julian, if you want. You can sit on the end. But what I wanted to show you guys is now a nose and tail grab. And the reason I didn't do nose and tail grab on there is it's not realistic. But when you come for a real nose and tail grab, it's all about bending one leg. So if you watch me, tail grab. One leg goes in, one leg goes out. Grab. Release. Tail grab. One leg in, one leg out. Grab the tail. Release. One more time. Tail grab. One leg in, one leg out. Grab. Release. Now, key thing to note, my upper body is not reaching. There is no reaching for the tail. As soon as you start reaching for your grabs, it throws you off balance. It's all about bringing the board to where the grab is. So when you're sitting on the bar here, you do not need to reach. You use your legs. Nose grab, tweak, nose grab, release. Nose grab, tweak, one leg straight, one leg flexed, back to neutral. Tail grab, release. Nose grab, release. Tail grab, release. Now you should find that you don't even have to reach that hard. If you do the right tweak of your one leg tweaked, one leg flexed, one leg extended, the grab is right there. And this is what it's like in snowboarding. When you get the right tweak of the legs, the grab is right there. The tail grab, the nose grab, they are without a doubt the easiest grabs for me to do because you just bring that board to where your hand is. Bam, tail grab, release. Bam, nose grab, release. Cool. Okay, next step. We're doing some presses. Now, we're going to start by buttering. So just on the ground here, we're going to go into a tail press. Now, when you're on the ground, you actually move your board into a press. It's like a nose and tail grab. You move the board. So when I go to a tail press, I'm actually moving my board forward to get into that tail press and then moving it back to land back on both feet. So jump, move the board forward, tail press, jump, bring it back, land on both feet. Tail press. My upper body is actually staying mostly still. It's all about the movement of that lower body, moving those hips and lower body to get into that position. Here I go, nose press. Board goes the other way. Upper body stays in the same position. I'm pressing and popping and bringing it back. Popping and bringing it back. Julian, try to get flexed into the knee a little bit more. I'm going to show you what yours looks like compared to mine. When I go into my tail press, that knee is still flexed. When you're on your tail press, you're a little bit more upright. You're kind of going into an extended leg instead of into a flexed leg. That flexed leg is going to give you that's better. The flexed leg is going to give you a lot more control. It gives you more room to be able to maintain balance when you're in a buttering trick or if you're in a press trick. So when you're in that trick, you've got the ability to adjust and move because of that flex. Whereas if you're extended, you're going to fall over a lot easier. Okay? Here's a challenge for you guys. Nose press all the way to tail press, all the way to nose press, all the way to tail press. A lot of movement, a lot of movement. Moving that board under you. You'll be sweating. I'm sweating. Good. Good. Okay, next thing, try this out. Tail press, ollie, tail press, ollie, tail press. So we're doing multiple tail presses. So you'll see this. The first ollie, I move the board forward, and then I do an ollie, but I stay on that tail press. Ollie, stay on the tail press. Ollie, stay on the tail press. And the final one, you ollie and move back. It's tricky. It's tricky. It's hard. It's even harder on a snowboard. We're cheating here on the training board. Looks like we've got Chris that just joined us. Welcome, Chris. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing when we're on the nose press. So I'm going to go nose press, nollie, nose press, nollie, nose press. Here I go. First one, moves that board. Second one, nollie, back to nose press. Nollie, back to nose press. Nollie, back to nose press. And the fourth one, I'm going to reset, bring it back. Okay, we're ready to get on the bar. I purposely put my bar this way so that you guys can see my press a little bit easier. If it faces me, it's trickier. Good one. Nice, Julian. It helps me be able to see it better. Okay, so Dean, if you were to turn your bar sideways a little, it helps me to be able to see your press. Not just the board. Nice. Then I can see if you guys are cheating or not. Okay. So from here, you can really tell how much you move your board. Balance bar typically has these different holes in it. In an ideal situation, your weight is over that center hole. But now when I move that board, my weight stays on that hole, but my board moves. Bam. Board moves, and with my press, bending into my knee, reset. Going to the nose press. moving that board all the way over. Press and reset. Here I go. Tail. Press, reset. Board is moving under me. Upper body is staying mostly static. Nose press, I'm going to go all the way nose press, shift it all the way to tail press. One jump. Back to nose press and one jump. Gets you hot. It's a lot of movement. A lot of movement and pop to reset. Coming over to watch you guys. Okay, Chris, I know you got this. There it goes, all the way to nose, all the way to tail. Move those legs, move those legs. The more you move it, the better. When you get on a snowboard, the more you move it, the better. Okay, Dean, watching you. There we go. That was a good movement on that one. Not as much movement on the second one. Your first one, you got good movement. Yeah, you've got, I think that's your goofy, so I think that's your tail. So you're more adept at pressing into your tail. You don't move it quite as far on your nose. There you go. Line that body up. Nice. Elijah, watching you. What do you got for me? Tail press. Sink into that back leg a little. All the way. It's harder on a full-size board. Nice press. Good movement on that tail press. Lots of press. Lots of press. All right, guys. I am going to pause the session there because we're all pretty hot and sweaty, including myself. I want to see if any of you guys have any questions or things you want to ask before we end today's live session. Anything anyone's working on right now, anyone that wants to practice something else before we finish the session for the day. Elijah, you been snowboarding? Got the Supermatic bindings.
Yeah, been snowboarding all last week, every single day
How was it?
in Idaho. It's pretty trashy though.
What, not much snow?
It rained 80% of the days, so
Crap. Do they have a terrain park?
yeah, got some tricks. We're practicing 270s and stuff.
Yeah. So like 270s out of rails or boxes?
Yeah. Yeah, like Pretz 2, backboard Pretz 2, and backboard same way.
Good. And how's it been working out for you?
Not very good. Didn't
Why
get a
not?
single one. Probably tried over 100 times.
You got to send me a clip.
I don't know why not.
Send me a clip so I can
Tried
have a
so
look
many
at it.
different things. Yeah.
Okay. If you have any,
I don't have a
just-
clip, but I'm gonna be going snowboarding tomorrow. So
okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Chris, you get any boarding in?
Going tomorrow.
Yeah?
Yep.
What resort?
Round Top.
Okay, cool. How's their park? They got some stuff up?
They have a few things up. I was there Saturday. I was getting my first day of instructor training, so it was fun.
Yeah, cool. It worked out good?
Yep.
Sweet. Awesome. Yeah, I think I'll call the live session there. I'll cut off the live stream, but I'll keep it open in case anyone has any last questions. For everyone else watching on YouTube, these are our live sessions where we do snowboard training. Today was more of a jam session. We're just doing a bunch of tricks. So it wasn't any one focus. But if you look at the last 6 live sessions, today's live session kind of took all those tricks and we just practiced a few of them. If you want to really get a detailed breakdown, feel free to watch the previous live sessions on YouTube. And we'll be back again next Tuesday, 5 p.m. Pacific time. I'm Nev Lapwood from Snowboard Addiction. Our goal is to improve your ride.